comes to today's lesson. One day, Taylor prepared to visit her cousin who lived nearby. She opened her wardrobe. No clean clothes, she said to herself. Taylor opened her drawer from the top to the bottom. No clean clothes. She then opened all around her bedroom. No clean clothes. She ran to Mom. Mom, I need a clean clothes, but I can't find anyone. You never care for your clothes, said her mother. You hide them under your bed or leave them on the floor. Taylor became sad because she has no clean clothes and she could not visit her cousin. Now, let me ask you this question. Why do you think that Taylor could not find a clean clothes? Why is clean clothes so important to her? We will find out in our topic for today. Look at the two images. Clothes properly cared for and clothes not properly cared for. Which one do you prefer? Your guess is as good as mine. Clothes properly cared for. Also, you will find the answer to the following question in our lesson. Number one question, why do we wear clothes? Number two question, why is it important to wear clean clothes? Number three question, what are ways to care for clothes? Number four, why should we care for clothes? Let's start with the meaning of clothes. Clothes. Clothing is item worn on the body to cover nakedness. Clothing is typically made of fabric or textile, but over time has included garments made from animal skin and other thin sheets of materials put together. From you can see different people with different clothes, with different personality. Know that wearing of clothes is mostly restricted to human beings. Human beings are the ones that are allowed to put on clothes. It is a feature of all human society. More type of clothing worn depend on gender, that is a male or a female. Also, it depends on the body type, fat, thin, tall, or short. It also includes social and geographic consideration. So all these things are what make up what we call clothing. Now let's look at why we wear clothing. People wear clothes for many reasons. Number one, for protection. Number two, adornment. Number three, modesty. Number four, personality. Number five, identification. Let's take them one by one. Why we wear clothes. One, protection. Clothing provides physical safeguards to the body, preventing harms from climate and environments. It provides protection from heat, cold, wind, and rain. We all know that extreme weather can affect our skin and body. Therefore, we wear clothes for protection. Number two, adornment, adding decoration, making one looking more attractive. We know that beauty is essential to human life and it varies from culture to culture, from person to person. Number three, modesty. Modesty is covering the body according to the code of decency established by society. Society tells us the proper way to cover the body for social acceptances and we dress according to the code of decency of that person's society. So wherever you belong to, whatever group that you belong to, whatever society that you belong to, you dress according to that code of decency. No, personality. Personality is a certain ways of dressing, giving clues about personality that you have. Is a total characteristic that distinguish an individual, especially if a behavioral. People like to dress or wear a very decorative things, and they are usually referred to as being sociable. Number 5, identification. Identification is establish who someone is or what they do to show where you are a part of in a group. So you can belong to, by the time you put on a certain clothes, people can be able to identify you and say you belong to the group of doctors, you belong to the group of engineer, you belong to a Muslim religion. So identification also is part of the reason why we wear clothes. It's important to wear clean clothes. According to Hygiene for Health, dirty clothes can harbor microorganisms, and wearing clothes with these microorganisms on them can lead to skin infection. You can also have body odor from wearing dirty clothes that has bacteria and fungi on them. Dirty clothes contain items like vomit, fluid from injury, sweat, or you are having a contact with animal. So remember Taylor in our story. It is important for her to wear clean clothes to avoid disease or body odor. So, National Health Service states that everyone has bacteria inside and outside the body. Clothes with bacteria are risky to wear again without washing them. Dirty underwear has more trace of germs from the body fluid and infection more likely if worn again without washing. The only way to prevent the spread of germ is to wash your clothes. So therefore, little one, clothes should be properly taken care of in order to avoid skin disease and also these blood-sucking insects that can cause fever and body sickness. When you come back from school or church, do not throw your uniforms or church wear under the bed. Instead, hang them under the sun to dry. It will help to prevent disease causing eczema ringworm from growing on them. So know that it is very important for us to always wear clean. Why you should care for clothes. Why should I care for my clothes? Number one, you need to care for your clothes because it makes the clothes to last longer. Number two, clothes look better and attractive when properly cared for. Number three, proper maintenance helps to save costs. It saves a lot of money. Your parent does not need to be buying clothes for you all the time because you don't care for your clothes. Now that you know it is very important for you to care for your clothes, by the time you are doing that, you are saving money for your parents and you are being what? A very good child. Number four, it helps to prevent disease and other things like lice, eczema, ringworm, and rashes. I'm sure you will not like to have eczema or rashes all over your body. You know, when you do that, you won't be comfortable. So you can see why it is important for us to care for our clothes. Number five, proper care of clothes prevents bad odor. You don't want to smell bad. You don't want to have body odor. When you pass somebody and they start covering their nose, is a very, very bad thing. So please, you need to know it is important for you to care for your clothes. Don't be nonchalant attitude again when it comes to your clothes. Clothes also has a feeling. So you can see from our image here, look at how well the clothes are being arranged and fold. So you can do all these things to take care of your clothes. Clean clothes be stored. Clean clothes can be stored in the following: boxes, wardrobe, chest of drawer, and hanger. So you can store your clean clothes in this following and make sure they are clean and dry. Note that clothing is not about fancy clothes or popular brand name. It is about feeling good about yourself and choosing clothes that reflect your personality. As popular saying, prevention is better than cure. Watching and listening to today's lesson, remember we learned that we wear clothes for protection, adornment, modesty, personality, and identification, and how it is important to wear clean clothes to prevent skin disease like germs, eczema, and body odor. Also, we look at the ways to care for clothes by not leaving them too dirty before washing, avoiding using hot water, and the clothes must rinse properly after washing and hang or spread to dry. And we also look at the reason why we should care for clothes. We say it helps to make the clothes last longer, it saves costs, it prevents disease and body odor. Hope you can see that taking care of our clothes is very important. Please do your assignments on page 41 to 43. Be safe and keep learning.